Hey, out of the boxers, Dave Woodson here. Just thought I'd do a little live video for everybody and show you what's going on. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the night. Just gonna have a little fun doing this. Gonna do it for about 30 minutes, maybe, or 20 minutes. If no one comes on in the next 2 minutes, we'll just call it a night and have at it from there. And this is kind of unplanned. Usually, when I do these things, they're usually unplanned, and there's wine involved. So ask your questions. I just posted something in a few minutes ago about Happy Hour. It's a thing that we're doing it at our company called where I'm sharing the live events, sharing some of the apps that I'm used on a regular basis, and just took a new listing here in Northwest Indiana using the Matterport virtual 3D tours. So ask me questions about that if you like. Hey Mary, how you doing tonight? I hope you don't mind me doing this on the page. Just kind of in the mood be out there tonight a little bit, having some fun with us as we go through the evening. My wife and daughter were out for a while. I had a good steak by myself while I was working. Did an inspection response. Talked to a couple different clients. I got a client that's doing it for some owner. I'm trying to talk them out of it. I think the house needs too much work. They're enamored with the house. I think the house needs too much work, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Go from there. So any questions, just hit me up. Let's see what happens with this tonight. I like to look at myself while I do this. So here we go. Still just a few viewers. So come on, people, ask me questions. Don't be shy. If you don't want to ask me questions, no one gets online. No one gets on here in the next 2 minutes. I'll get off. And just another fail. Hey, Amy Ness, another Hoosier. I didn't need to come down your way. I just picked up a client from your way who's selling a house up here. I'm not going to tell you who because I don't want you to spoil my fun for me. But it's always good to see you, Amy. It's a pleasure. I haven't seen you in a while. You should come up for our happy hour. Come on, it's only 90 miles. It would be worth your effort. I promise you'd be worth your effort. Drinks, food. I am well, Amy. You know me. I don't complain too much. Who's gonna listen? I've been paying attention. You look like you're losing weight. You ran a 13 miles. You ran a mini marathon today. You are impressing me. I will never run a marathon. I will promise you that. I barely ride my bike 13 miles a day. Or at any point. But you ran 13 miles. I am impressed by that. My most I ever ran at one time was 5 or 6 miles, and that's when I ran track, and that was in sprints. But you impressed me with a 13.1 mini marathon. I'm a sprinter. I'm a hand me the football. Let's run through the defensive line. That's my idea of running. So let's talk about any questions. We can talk about Matterport. I just posted one of those on the group page here the last couple of days. Just took a brand new listing, luxury listing. Trying to sell that one. It's been on the market for 2 years. It has not sold. So I'm trying to figure out a way I can sell it that no one other agent has sold it. Got it listed on 4 separate MLSs. Matterport did the virtual tour, doing the video tour here tomorrow or the next day, the next couple of days. The Zillow video as well. I'll be doing that as well. I'm gonna be doing a broker open. 5:30 a.m. I go to bed. Oh, it is. You are an hour ahead of me. You have a good night. You're going to bed. You're going to bed an hour. Now you're going to bed at 10 o'clock. I'll be going to bed at 10 o'clock here very soon. Good night, Amy. It's good seeing you again. Always a pleasure seeing you. Talk to you soon. Any other questions? Got 4 viewers. Amy's at the drop off. It's going to be 3. Come on. Ask me questions, guys. Come on. Someone's got to ask me a question. Someone's actually texting me. Nah. Ask me questions, guys. Come on. Why I didn't plan anything to say on this at all. I'm into a bottle of wine. George, we're talking about real estate tonight. I mean, I just posted here a few minutes ago about an happy hour. It's a thing we're doing with my company. We're as a way to recruit other agents. But instead of doing the regular boring open house, we're doing an happy hour. Every week I do the tech tip for my company, and this week I'm doing the happy hour. Talking about apps that I like. One of my favorite apps right now is Mile IQ. Used it on a daily basis right now. It tracks my miles. I am noticing that it probably drains my battery a little quicker than normal, but it tracks my miles a lot better than I do. So just swipe right, swipe left for business, swipe right for personal. It's like Tinder, or your Tinder if you're single, if you use a Tinder app. Just took a brand new listing, luxury listing. I'm looking for ideas how to sell that. You know, when it does mine, but I'm one of these guys. Every time I get in the car, I just plug it right in. But at least it tracks my miles for me, and I will let it eat my battery up, knowing in the background that it's tracking my miles or everywhere I go, and because it's at this point. I think last month it saved me $1,000 in business miles right off the top, a little over $1,000 in business miles right off the top. Yes, that's how far I drove, and that's because, but it'll pay off, and because I'm closing over $20,000 in commissions, in this month alone. In May and in June, I've already got 15,000 already slated to close as well. So I know for every mile that I drive in business is just dollars in the pocket down the road in both business miles and as well as commissions. So I'm not afraid for it to not afraid of it eating my battery up, because and it was well worth the money that I spent as well. And I really enjoy Mile IQ. It's one of my favorite apps. You know, the other thing we'll be talking about is phone hacks that I like. One of the things I did with my phone is every time I type DW into it now, it's automatically stands for Dave Woodson, because I'm not typing Dwayne. I'm typing Dave. If I do DWO, it's going to be my email address. If I'm typing PRI, or PRD, that's Prime Real Estate. And it's because I text a lot, because a lot of millennials love to text. So I got my text set up to automatically do predetermined text at this point. So that saves me, maybe seconds at a time. But that seconds I'm not wasting trying to type out Prime Real Estate or Dave Woodson or my email address or other things like that. So that's another Facebook. It's not a Facebook hack, or it's a phone hack that I like to use. Any questions, George? Come on, George, ask me a question. You posted. What did you post? Some sort of house. Okay. This is just an impromptu. I just felt like doing something. I was just sitting there, just doing some busy work, cleaning out emails. That I would just throw a quick live video up here and have some fun with it. Where are you from, George? At least answer that for me. Are you having a glass of wine tonight, George? I know where Amy's from, and I know where Wendy's from. I gotta know where you're from, George. You're killing me. 10 people are watching right now. I'm so impressed. Not my best one. Currently in Georgia. I was just in Georgia for the Lab Coat Agents. I know it's a bad word to say in the out of the box, but I went to the Lab Coat Agents and Symposium down there. I went to Commission Inc. headquarters. I use a Commission Inc. website to generate leads. I probably generate 100 leads a month. I love a Commissions Inc. website. It generates a lot of leads for me. I know going in, the leads are not going to close this month or next. They're going to be closing 3 to 6 months or 10 months down the road. They're going to that's the incubation period on these leads. In fact, I got a call today. It was kind of funny. The guy said, "You just emailed me a home." I'm like, "No, I didn't." and it was my Commissions Inc. website. I just emailed the guy the home, so I ended up emailing him another home, and we're probably be looking at homes this weekend. And he's already pre-approved. He's a buyer out of Illinois, and the question he had for me was taxes. You think taxes seem extremely low over there? Well, they are compared to Illinois or Chicago, if you will. So just have a little fun with it. Go from there. Any other questions, guys? I got 11 viewers. Someone's got to have a question for me. How long have I been in real estate? Should I include the time I've been in mortgages or not? I've been in mortgages since 2003. I've been selling homes full time since 2013. I came out of retirement in 2012. Was still consulting other clients from 2012 to 2013, and it at full time in 2013. So I've been selling real estate full time 2013. My average sale last year was a 167. Closed $3.5 million last year. Going to close about 5 or 6 this year. At this point, I'm on track to close 5 to 6 this year. At this point, and that was with a slow start this first quarter. What did I do in my first year to generate leads? Facebook and Zillow. I'm a big Zillow fan. I love Zillow. I love Zillow. Zillow is my biggest lead generator for me right now. It probably generates 2 to 3 leads a day for me right now. Like today, I got 3 leads a day alone by Zillow. In fact, at this point, I'm trying to hire a buyer's agent because I'm sitting on so many different leads that I've generated that I can't call them all back. And Facebook. I'm a very social guy. Hey, Hugo. Video, Twitter. In my market, well, George, I look at it this way. My lender pays for about half my Zillow at this point, so I pay about $1,000 a month. He pays $450, I think, give or take. So it's only cost me so much per. I know you came in late, Hugo. I know you did. Don't worry about it. But my lender pays for so much. But it's well worth his while to pay for it. Every lead that I get off, every online lead that I get, either Commissions Inc. or Zillow, goes to him at this point. It's well worth it. Yeah, it's well worth it for him. And we close probably 2 Zillow leads a month. So Zillow's paid for the next 3 years for me at this point. Hi, Andrew. How you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys don't mind me doing this. Just felt in the mood to do it tonight. It was kind of impromptu, and was just gonna have a little fun with it. Got a little bit of a throat too. I might add. Any other questions, guys? This is so George. Yeah, there is a cost to it, but I look at it this way. I mean, my friend made a comment the other night. That we went to see Civil War, and it was Thursday night, and it was late but he told our other friend, he goes, if I get a lead in the middle of the movie, I would get up out of the middle of the movie and go take the lead call. Well, who are you hearing mixed results from? Are you hearing from the agents? Nah, this is gonna get a little X-rated, a little R-rated. The dead ass agent who doesn't do shit online, who bitches about every little thing they do. Or you can take it from the agent who actually closing stuff on there. That's what I listen to. I listen to agents who will bitch about Zillow, and they'll spend $1,000 a month on there and never close a damn thing. Then I'll listen to the agents who spend $10,000 or $500, and every lead they get, they will call within a minute, within a second. The moment they get that lead, they will call. Christmas Day, I got a Zillow lead. I got up from opening a present and went and called that lead. I closed that deal in March. You got to do what you got to do when you get a lead. You got to get up and make that call. If you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to get up from the table, to push yourself away from the table and make a phone call to that lead, then don't do Zillow. Don't do anything online. Because when they do a Zillow lead, when someone calls an online lead, when someone pushes the button and saying they want more information, they're expecting a call back within 30 seconds. And if you don't call them back within a minute, you are going to lose that lead. On average, I'm calling my leads back within 15 seconds. I'll give you that, Andrew. I'll give you that, Andrew. But in my market, I am known for calling back within seconds. Do they have an annual agreement? Yeah, I have an annual agreement, but I've also heard people breaking that as well. If you do the annual, you get a cheaper rate, and I don't mind paying for the annual rate and for the annual agreement because I know Zillow works for me. Zillow works for me like a champ right now. I got 1,000,006 lead today, a lead for 1,000,006 home. Will it close? Probably not. But it's a number to call. It's another person for me to dial at this point. But if I got a $50,000 lead, I'll still call the same guys just like I did a 1,000,006 lead every time. Malbec, in case you're wondering. Kirkland, Costco. I'm channeling my inner Chris Smith tonight. Wendy, I have no clue. I've been doing Zillow leads for the last 3 or 4 years. They treat me very well. You don't question me, Wendy. I know where you live. I know you work. Just in case you're wondering, everybody, Wendy and I work for the same company. She's out of the Crown Point office. I'm out of the Valpo office. Oh. See, all my stuff was locked in beforehand. I've actually had Spencer comment on one of my things on Facebook. I'm kidding. He has, though. But I haven't signed up for. All my stuff was locked in before May 1st. How did you grow this group so big? Well, Eric, it just wasn't me. It was guys like Hugo, guys like Andrew, Mary Shannon, Bill Crane, Jason Urban. I know I'm forgetting I'm Cheryl Spangler, Janet Nation. I know I'm forgetting some of the other admins. It's people like them, who share on a regular basis, who a lot of the people share their knowledge, and that's how we grow the group so big. And we keep out the spam. This group of admins right here. Well, I know, thanks, Hugo, but I wasn't going to mention myself. This group right here keeps out the spam. We're constantly on a spam alert, and when I get a new person wanting to join the group, and I look at their profile, and it doesn't seem like they sell real estate, I don't let them in. Plain and simple. How do you have people that was word of mouth mostly? Eric, be honest with you, Mary Shannon added me. You're gonna go monster on me. I'll go monster on you, Phil. It was word of mouth. It has been word of mouth. I don't think Mary pays for any kind of advertising. The only advertising she pays for, she gives away an iPad here or a book here and there. In fact, I think I'm gonna give away a book next week sometime. Christmas conversion code. So, what happened here? So go monster on me. God bless America. I keep waiting for one of my comments to be deleted at some point. Yeah, I'm in the basement. That's why my house looks. My house isn't falling apart. I'm in the basement. We have basements in Northwest Indiana. I tell you what, I'm gonna go to the 20-minute mark. If no one asks any other questions, I'm gonna call it quits, or maybe go 25 minutes. Hugo, you need to do one of these. I think every week a new admin needs to do one of these, once a night. Andrew needs to do one. Mary needs to do one. We all need to do one. I love doing these. That's just my voice was better. Any other questions, guys? Why not? Exactly. Why not? The worst you could do is make it look like a complete ass, and hell, I've done that already tonight. What do you do on Facebook? I've got a couple different groups, a couple different pages. Um, well, I haven't got scared. I'm broke agent. Are you the broke agent to generate leads? I do ads. Gary Keller. God, please. Gary Vaynerchuk says if you're not advertising on Facebook, you're not advertising. I probably spend $10 a day, $5 a day, $5 to $10 a day on Facebook ads right now for different things. I'm either boosting an ad or you are the broke agent. Really? Man, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I didn't know that. I didn't know the broke agent had come out of the closet per se. I guess now we have. I heard you guys. I had missed the. We've actually talked before. But anyway, hey Carla. Well, welcome to Louisiana. I got a friend down in Louisiana. Now he's in Alabama now. He's a preacher in Louisiana. But it's fun. It's fun doing the Facebook. I do a lot of Facebook ads. I know. I was just kidding about the. I didn't know you would announce who you were. That's the best way to put it. Got it. I hope I said that right. You know what I'm saying. Who cares? Anyway, I do Facebook ads. I probably spend $5 to $10 a day. I'll boost videos. I'll do video ads. The video ads have not paid off for me like I thought they would. My today was pretty darn good today. I had a couple of leads, got an inspection response done, dealt with a client. I'm having too much fun. So the wife and daughter were out tonight, so I cracked open a bottle of wine. My wife had about this much. I had the rest. So I'll be going to bed soon and enjoying it. But anyway, God, now we're at 17 viewers. I can't go out and get off now. You guys are killing me. The one thing I don't like about this versus Blab, I wish we could have like multiple screens where I can see more people. Where more people can be online talking at the same time. But I had a good day. I really had a good day. I had lunch with my broker and had a beer at lunch. Then I've had this. I am 3 hours here. I am 3 hours ahead of you. I am in Chicago. Yes, it's an after party. I was home alone tonight. It's a good time to start drinking. Had to walk the dog by myself. Michael Dunsky, how you doing tonight? I know. Google Hangouts says multiple screens, but so does Blab. But this is the only Facebook Live is the only Facebook lets me broadcast completely live on Facebook. So it's better this way. I am enjoying the wine. Probably a little too much. Michael, we've actually never talked. We've been Facebook friends for a while. We've actually never talked. Hi, Orlando. I've got a condo in Punta Gorda, which is 2 hours west of you. I got a friend in Coral. Gosh, what's his name? Chris Brown. Chris Brown's a mortgage guy in Orlando. Oh, is Andrew going after me? Oh, golly. No, I'm not selling it. Sorry. I'm keeping that one. It's my pool. I'm trying to, Michael. I'm having a very good year. I'm having a very good month right now. I'm going to have a very great summer. Going to have a good fall. Going to have a great winter. Already got my winter projects lined up. What's my favorite thing about your job? What's my favorite thing about this job? The freedom. I mean, it really gives me the freedom. Last year was a tough year for us. My mom has cancer. My dad has dementia, and it has allowed me to take him to the doctor, be there for my daughter, be there for whenever I have to, and it's just allowed me the freedom. Where if I worked a regular 9 to 5 job, worked for someone else, I couldn't do that. And so this is Eric. If you sent me a broke agent shirt, I would definitely wear it. But I'm not a broke agent, so. But if you send me a broke agent shirt, I would wear it. But I'm not going for your sympathies, Carla. It is what it is. But it allows me the freedom that I don't normally have in another job, and I know I can't work for someone else. I am unemployable at this point. I can't go work for someone else. When I worked at the local newspaper in selling ads, and I did a very good job of it. I met or broke quota every month. I sat there one day and got so mad at somebody. I stood up in the middle of the office and I said it was really goddamn hard being the smartest person in the room. And it was. I mean, was I the smartest person in the room sometimes? No. But most of the time I was. But I really enjoy the freedom that I have. What's my best experience as a realtor so far? Getting someone a house who didn't think they can get into a house. I've done that a few times. They really were surprised about being able to, one, afford a house, two, to get the house they wanted. Why did I stop doing mortgages, George? I hated being the bad guy. I owned my own company through 2008. From 2003 to 2008, I owned my own company. I got really tired of being the bad guy. I went to work for someone else. In 2010, I just got to the point where they kept changing the guidelines every other day, and I just hated being the bad guy. I was saying, so you can't afford this house. So I got into consulting. I was teaching other agents to do what I was doing online. I was one of the first mortgage guys in the nation to use I was using video to advertise themselves. Carla, I've been selling real estate full time since 2013. I did mortgages in 2003 to 2010. So that's how long I've been in real estate. But George, I really hated being the bad guy all the time. I hated not telling someone no, they can't get a loan. So I got into real estate, and having the knowledge of both mortgage and real estate helps me save a lot of deals, because I know who to trust on the mortgage side. I know who not to trust on the mortgage side. There's like 3 guys I'll send a deal to, and there's guys I will never send a deal to. And the guys I send deals to are the ones I work with on a regular basis, and they're the ones that gets me the most deals. And they actually send me deals back because they know I'm not gonna. If they send me a pre-approval for 180, I'm not gonna show them $200,000 houses, and vice versa. I'm not gonna waste their time trying to get them into a house that doesn't. Not gonna shove a square peg into a round hole, or a round hole into a square peg. I screwed that one up. I'm not going to shove a square peg into a round hole, or a round peg into a square hole. You know what I'm saying? So I do have the knowledge of best of both worlds. I still got to question myself sometimes, but I know who to trust and who not to trust. I know who's full of bullshit and who's not full of bullshit. And so there's like 3 or 4 guys. No. Especially not now. It's too much to get a mortgage license. It's the knowledge base is too expansive. But I would suggest sitting down with your mortgage guy and finding out what to look for, especially when it comes to FHA, when it comes to VA, when it comes to USDA. Find out the basic guidelines. Find out what you need to know when it comes to VA. Like today, I was showing a house to a friend of mine who's looking for sale by owner. That if she buys this house, I won't get paid, but I'm still showing her the house because I want to make sure she gets the best deal. I want to make sure she's taken care of. So I'm looking at the house today. I'm looking at things that she's enamored by the house. The house is pretty. It's cosmetically pretty, but I'm looking at the bones of it. Missing corner bead, missing drywall in some spots. It needs to be repainted. So I'm looking at it like, hey, it's not going to pass an FHA appraisal. I know that from the past because I used to do FHA appraisal. I used to do FHA. So I'm trying to tell her tonight, this is not going to pass FHA appraisal. So I talked to her loan guy, who's a friend of mine. So I kind of get him on my side and then show him the house, and I show him the house, tell him about the house. So I call her at 6. He calls her at 7. So I'm pretty sure at 9 o'clock tonight or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, she's not going to be interested in this house anymore because it's not the house she needs to have. If it was a perfect house, I'd sell it to her. I'd go in and do it for free. Maybe make a little bit of a fee for doing the paperwork, but just do it to make sure she was happy because I knew down the road I would get a referral out of her. And it's sometimes you gotta eat crow to eat chicken later. God, that was a bad analogy. Sometimes you gotta eat something. You gotta eat light to eat more down the road. Have a small breakfast to have a big dinner. Winter chicken dinner. Is Freddie Mac a good loan? Talk to your loan guy. I haven't done a loan since 2010. If you need a good loan guy down there, let me know. I can probably refer you to one. But Freddie Mac isn't Freddie Mac the school? No. Freddie Mac is a loan. Winter chicken dinner. I love that loan. I love that phrase too, Carla. I used to love that TV show. That guy that did the Flip This House, the original Flip This House. The guy from South Carolina. I love that show. And what is your best advice? Buy low, sell high. Look out for number one. Make sure you don't step in number two. I don't know. I don't have the best advice. Listen to your realtor. He knows what the hell he's talking about. My best advice: happy wife, happy life. That's my best advice. Happy wife, happy life. It has served me well for 16 years. I know my lender here in Northwest Indiana. He works with a with a credit girl, with a credit repair person. So find out who they would recommend. I'm sure they all have somebody. I know my guy has one girl that he sends everybody to. Yeah, 16 years. She's a saint. Why she married me, we got no freaking clue. She questions herself on a daily basis. But she's still happy. She's very happy. And I'm empty. It may be time to end this call. Advice for a realtor. Listen, find a good broker. Find a company you're happy with. I've been with the same company since 2009. I got my license in 2009. No, she's not. She's an actuary. Do you know what an actuary is? She's an actuary. She does math and statistics. Math and statistics for insurance companies. She's got her fellowship in the Casualty Actual. I've drank too much. Casualty Actual Society of America means she's got her doctorate in mathematics. And why she married me, we've got no freaking clue. How do you answer the question how long you've been in business when you just started? You answer the question for the business, not for you. You answer the question for your company. My company's been in business for 10 years. That's how you answer that. That's how I answer the question. Someone else asked a question a minute ago. Let me see if I missed that. I missed the question. I love doing videos too. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I've been doing it since 2009. I was one of the first mortgage guys in the nation to do that. My biggest claim to fame, my biggest bonus points was the guys from California, Frank and Brian. They do the Mortgage Minute every day. I called them up one day and I said, "Hey, guys, this is Dave Woodson." And they said, "Oh, Dave, we know who you are." That was my biggest, like, ooh, hang my head on that one. No. I have shorts on. What has been my worst sale? My worst sale was my first year. I called her Sybil because in the morning she called me crying, threatened to sue me. In the afternoon she called me crying, woe is me. And in the evening she called me laughing, thinking I was the greatest person in the world. Finally sold the house. She bitched and moaned at me the entire time. She said we sold it for too little. The house had mold in it. The house had the house. The house was a good house. It just had some issues, but she was in a bad place in her life, and I couldn't wait to get rid of her. It was my first big sale. It was $200,000 plus sale. God, I couldn't wait to get rid of her. But now she's gone. She's good riddance. She never left me a review. She didn't leave me a negative review. So I love it. The prime real estate shark video was done by our corporate office. When I say corporate office, we have 5 offices, and I wish I was more involved with it than that, but it is what it is. Right in your personal business page, I am on the out of the box page, Andrew. I am doing this as an admin, as the out of the box business page. What's your view of Zillow? I love Zillow. I am a big Zillow fan. Absolutely love Zillow. I think it's one of the best things that it created since sliced bread. I love Spencer Raskoff. I have closed probably I've closed 4 deals this year just off Zillow alone. I think last year I closed 21 deals last year. 11 of them came from Zillow. Zillow is it's paid for itself for the next 5 years for me. I love Zillow. I've posted this on Zillow here a few minutes ago, what I thought of Zillow. Remember that commercial with ka-ching? When I get a Zillow lead, I think of ka-ching. It's all I think of when I get a Zillow lead. Are they trying to put agents out of business? No, I don't think so at all. If they do, I'll be the first agent that works for them. Why do agents are Zillow so much? Was that in English, Andrew? Why do agents are Zillow so much? Carl, you've had too much sugar today. Admins are the best peeps in the world. Yes, we are. We are the best peeps in the world. Do you only do luxury homes? No, I do not do luxury homes. My lowest listing right now is $15,000 for a lot. I just took my first luxury listing just this week. Why does agents hate Zillow? Because they don't understand it. They spend money. They don't call leads back in a timely fashion. They think they're wasting their money on Zillow. Realtor versus Zillow. I've never worked with this realtor. I'm friends with Susanna Roy. But I mean, to me, when realtor called me, they guaranteed me 8 leads, 8 leads ever. And that was to me like, well, yeah, but I'm getting 20,000 impressions a month off Zillow, and out of that 20,000 impressions, I'm going to get 200 calls a month. So that's what I did. Do you do mobile homes? No, I don't do mobile homes. 4 deals this year from Zillow. Considering I'm in the 5th month of the year, I think that's more than enough. I did 11 last year. And I'm working on deals I'm working on deals right now that have not closed. I'm not counting those. When it's said and done, I'll probably close 20 deals this year just off of Zillow. When it's said and done, I will close 20 deals off Zillow this year. And I'm trying to hire a buyer's agent because I'm sitting on leads. No, I'm not in Illinois. I'm in Indiana. I'm in Northwest Indiana. My wife works in Chicago. I'm in Northwest Indiana. I'm in Chesterton. I'm in Michigan City. It depends where you're at. I mean, in my area, I'm paying $1,000 a month for 25,000 impressions in Chesterton, and 15,000 impressions in Michigan City. What do you think agents should do for client prospect follow-up? Bang the phones. Bang the phones. No, you're fine, Carla. I'm 55 miles outside of Illinois. I'm 55 miles outside Chicago, so I can see Chicago from the lakeshore. I follow up on the phone, email, video, text, and then I email again. I give about 10 touches. After 10 touches, I kind of give up on you a little bit. But I'm hoping to hire a buyer's agent that will pick up that mantle for me and run with it and get some more closed deals out of the deal, closed deals out of the hopper. God, I'm gonna be there 40 minutes now. I was gonna close this out with 20. Don't be sorry, Carla. Indiana, Illinois, we're the same difference. I'm 55 miles outside of Chicago is where I'm at. My wife works downtown. In fact, if you see the skyline of Chicago and you see the big red building, that's where my wife works at, the big red building, downtown Chicago. Do you think I'm going to be a good agent manager? I don't know that answer, Andrew. I really don't. I'd like to think I'd be a good agent manager, but we'll find out. Do you weekly follow up even if no news? Any advice for awkwardness? The question is basically you just got to follow up with them. Hey, I'm gonna call you every week. Say no news is good news. Kind of go at it that way. I mean, it's better to do it every week than every 2 weeks. How often do they do these videos? Not often enough, George. How's the weather out there today? Hugo, yesterday was 70, today was 50. And I have shorts on now. Oh, she may be a bad girl. I think what I want to do for my buyer's agent is make sure they get credit for the deals they close. They want to. Yeah. They want to get credit for the deal they closed. They want to make sure they get credit. They want to get paid for what they did, and they want to get credit for what they closed. And that's what I want to make sure they get get credit for. And the MLS, they don't want all the credit to go to the team manager or anything like that. I mean, I want credit as well, but I don't mind sharing the credit as well. Oh, here comes the wife. I'm doing a live video, so be quiet, okay? So how close are you guys? Andrew, you're in San Diego. Where are you at, Hugo? Which finger was that? He says, this is why we married 16 years, Carla. Oh. Why don't you guys hang out on a regular basis? Richmond, Virginia. I got family in Richmond, Michael. In fact, my family's from Richmond. I think teamwork. I mean, I want my guys to be. If I have a buyer's agent, I want to work as a team, not competitive. I want to make sure they get the same credit that I get. I'm going to spoon feed them leads, but I'm also going to teach them to hunt as well, to get their own. Cleveland, the mistake by the lake. I'm kidding, Karina. You're only like 5 hours away from me. 804 Michael, great number. I had 872 Dave for the longest time. I gave it up. I got an 872 8000 now. My broker doesn't compete with us. In fact, my direct broker right now gives me leads that she doesn't want to work. Go where? The Cavs should go where? I drank the bottle. I'm going to fill a Bloody Mary up before I go to bed. Bloody Maria. Tequila, Bloody Mary. Think of that. I'd go fix another one if you guys would let me go do it. Should I go do it? I'm a Bulls guy. Sorry, Karina. But I don't watch. I think we lost each other. Are you drunk? No, I am not. Am I feeling good? No, I'm feeling very good. When's the next video I plan on doing? Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday, could be next week. I'm working on one that explains why I like Zestimans. Why do you like Zestimans, Michael? Because Zestimans, Who'll be the star of my next video? I don't know who'll be the star of my next video. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is messing up with me tonight. We should have real character videos or live interviews. Well, I can schedule these on Blab. If you guys would do these on Blab, I would do these on Blab all day long. Yeah, I know. She doesn't like it. She's shutting me down now. Am I frozen? Am I still frozen? No, I'm back. I'm back. See, I shouldn't have my video playing up there because I'm looking here. The goal is with my wife is when my daughter gets into high school is for my wife to come work for me. Okay, Karina and George are talking in German or Russian. I'm not sure which one's back. Which one's worse? Issues with the video tonight. Hey, no pants. I love open houses. I'm a big fan of open houses. I don't have the mega open house system, but I've kind of broke down the mega open house system, and I'm not on dial-up. I'm on business Comcast Business. I've kind of broke down the mega open house system and figured out how to do it the best way. And when I do an open house, I get probably 15 to 20 people on a regular basis. So I love open houses. But I wear shorts a lot. I'll have shorts tomorrow because it'll be 65 tomorrow. I'll have shorts on. And I'll be in the office all day tomorrow. I'm on back-to-back webinars tomorrow. Do you serve cookies? No. Do you duck a sign? Hello sign. I mean your car. What about my car? Any good for sub owner scripts? No, actually, I don't. I don't deal with for sub owners too much. If I call them, I'm calling them for a reason to show their house, and I'm trying to see if they're going to cooperate with an agent or not. If they're not going to cooperate with the agent, I'll talk my buyer out of buying their house. Plain and simple. So, guys, we're at 50 minutes at this point. We're gonna go to 60 minutes, and then we're gonna go away at 60 minutes. My car, I have a Accord Cross Tour. You don't like the challenge? What? I mean, I may have missed something, Carla. What challenge? What did I miss? Do I have a printer in my car? No, I do hello sign. So I get you to agree something, then I send you to you later, and hello sign. For semi-owner, no for semi-owner scripts. If I work with the first semi-owner, it's to get my buyer in there, see if they're going to cooperate with me. If they're going to cooperate with me, I show up early, get them to sign a small 1-day contract for 2%. And if they're not willing to do 2%, I talk my buyer out of seeing their house. It's like DocuSign, Hugo. It's just like DocuSign. But I'm grandfathered in. I pay $10 a month for all their features. It's just like DocuSign. In fact, I have DocuSign as well. I just don't use it. It's a backup plan for me. We're at 50 minutes, guys. We're gonna go to 60 minutes and we're done. Because Jobu needs a refill. I mean, listens I can only have 8. I should have 20, but I have 8. I got dicked out of 2 of them. So I should have 10. But I have 8 right now. Should actually 11. But 1. So, this is my 3rd year. I'm really now. This is my year that I'm really focused on getting listings, and I've really done a good job of getting listings at this point. What I'm finding out right now with me is that I'm getting beat out by older, more experienced agents, and that bugs me. It really bugs me to no end. Where I'm getting beat out by people who are willing to undercut their commission. I will do it for 5 or 6, and they'll do it for 4, just to beat me. We're not allowed to talk about commissions. They're willing to do what they got to do to beat me. What's your advice on other agents that get things given to them, and your work for your stuff? What advice on other agents that get things given to them? We're always gonna have agents that are given to things that are given to them. I know that in my company, I know the things that are. Have you heard of the 1% agent? No, I have not heard of the 1% agent, but I'm sure they're out there. Someone told me. Why do we let agents who won't be in business next year dictate how much we make this year? I'm not saying it right, but you get what I'm saying. Why do we let people who dictate? Why do we let people who won't be in the business next year dictate what we make this year? There's always someone who's willing to work for cheaper because they're a piece of garbage agent who doesn't know how to sell a house. All they're willing to do is put a damn sign in their freaking front yard. They're not willing to do anything else. They won't do an open house. They won't walk the streets. They won't make calls. They won't do broker opens. They won't do open houses. So they won't hustle. Like they get the deals and listings while others hustle for their stuff. Well, Carl, there's always agents out there who seem like they get stuff handed to them, but they've been in business for long enough that they do get things handed to them because they've been in business for a long time. I know there's a couple agents in our area that, they've been in business for 20, 30 years. So people just call them up automatically because, well, you better call Joey June. I'm trying to make sure I don't say her name because she sold houses. She sold my house 20 years ago. She'll sell it again this time, even though she's 65 years old, doesn't understand the internet, doesn't understand video, doesn't understand Matterport, doesn't understand Zillow, doesn't understand the internet lead to save her damn life. So let's give her a damn lead. And then someone like Dave Woodson, who doesn't understand Zillow, his name will appear right next to it, will sell the damn house for her. They think she's the god. It pisses me off. It does me too. But what you got to do. What you got to do is make sure you go out there and tell everybody. You got to toot your own freaking horn once in a while, and that's probably what I'm best at, is toot my own horn. You gotta let them know, hey, this is what I do. I'm out here selling your houses for us, not them. They didn't sell your house. I sold your house because it was my advertising on Zillow, my advertising on Commissions Inc. that sold your house. No, some others get it because they're new at the office. It's the broker's giving it. If your broker's giving it to them over you, you gotta ask yourself why. Why are they getting the business over you? Are they because they're getting because their splits better or worse? Can you have a commitment checklist for your sellers? Do I have a commitment checklist for my sellers? No, I don't. But there's an understanding that it's hey, I want to. If I call you this morning at 9:00 and I got a listing at 3:00, you got to make sure the house is ready to go. So that's my commitment for my sellers. If I call you now, if I call you tonight at 10:00 for a showing at 9:00, the house is gonna be ready to go. You can't tell me it's not ready. Tough. You want to sell your freaking house? You gotta sell your. This is what it takes to sell your house. You have to always be ready within a moment's notice because we're getting ready to sell our house, and my wife and I are both an understanding that the house is gotta be ready in a moment's notice. Someone may come. I may say we need 24 hours notice. 24 hour notice doesn't mean shit in this business. Someone's gonna call you at 3:00 to show you the house at 4:00 because they're out of town buyers are coming into town. They're only gonna be in town for one afternoon. They gotta come see it right now. So the house is always gotta be ready. So that's your commitment. Do people ask you? I've never, George, and all the time I've been in real estate, I've never represented both sides of the deal. If they ask me for if they've asked me for if they ask me for a discount, I say, hey, I'm not working any less. I'm still working. In fact, I'm working harder because I can't tell you what they're telling me, and I can't tell them what you're telling me. So no, they don't get a discount. You've already signed the contract. Let's roll. If the house is sold as is, if it's gonna be a mess, then he may never sell the damn thing. 3 minutes, guys. We're gonna call it quits in 3 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this, because I'm losing my voice. Ooh. The Big Kahuna by Family Express. If your buyer won't clean his house, then he's got no choice. Thanks, Carla. Can I put that in print? What's that? The Big Kahuna? It's a Coke Zero. I've had that in the car since 3:00 today. But I'm out of wine, so I gotta drink something. I'm thirsty. I'm officially out of wine. Thanks, George. Good night. Hey, George, friend me up on Facebook if you like. Friend me up. Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you guys pitching in, having fun with me tonight. Hopefully I didn't embarrass myself. Hopefully I didn't embarrass out of the box. Hope you guys share the group with everybody. Maybe we'll try to do this again next week. Every Monday night we'll do live with Dave and have fun with it and go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Good night, Carl. I'll talk to you soon.